cut to the chase. This is a brief clip from the YoJoe Show Podcast, where we dive into everything: politics, tech, aviation, space, science, health, and medicine. Stick around for conversation that clips right to what matters.
Let's take a look. That was a Lido's number 23 car. Been in their pit stop. They changed the tires out. Clearly, they didn't tighten one on the left wheel, if that's the one that came off. And the car takes off, and the wheel just spins off the car. They pull over at the nearest pit stop, which is the competitor, the 19 cars.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was a competitor. That's amazing.
They pull over. Yeah, so the Lido's 23 car pulls over, I guess, the closest place it can. But then it's driving on three wheels now. Pulls over on the 19 spot, which is the Bass Pro Shops car. And the pit crew doesn't miss a beat. They come out, they grab the tire, and they put it on, get them back on the way. And that's sportsmanship. That's number one. You can disagree. You can not necessarily be always on the same page. You might have some words, as they say, in the heat of sport.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, listen, when we think about things like that, we know this week there were some pretty crazy things that we saw. There was a certain sporting event where a autographed cap was being handed to a kid, and a prominent tourist CEO grabbed the hat out of the kid's hand. He was shamed online for doing that. Initially, he had said, and I don't want to get too into it, but initially he was saying, well, the kid got a lesson on life. I think his wife said that things happen like that. But the crowd and most of the people watching professional league tennis didn't think that was appropriate. And then we see things like this next clip, where, again, a large part of why we involve our kids in sports is to learn sportsmanship, is to learn how to interact with other people, even if you're competing with them. Maybe our politicians need to understand that. Some of them do play sports, but unfortunately, perhaps the message is often lost on them. Let's take a look.
Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. So this is why baseball is the greatest sport in the game. Melendez throws it to this fan, so pumped, but he's, you know what, no, I got to give the baseball to a kid. But then later in the game, Gooby, when Walsh hits the home run, the kid's dad's going to come up with the baseball. He's, here you go, now you got your ball back. You got two. He's, you know what, no.
This is incredible.
Gives it back.
That is so amazing. Look at that.
He's knowing. She's, that's so cute.
That is amazing. Look at that smile. Both of them. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous.
Pure awesomeness.
That's what it's like to be an American. That's the whole point. All right? You're out to empower and help your fellow man and woman, not to make it harder. And you should celebrate people's victories and their happiness, even if you're not having one. You're the greatest day yourself. You want to celebrate what other people can celebrate. I think that's an important message. And here's another great reminder of that. This is from quite a few years ago. And I just thought it was a timely reminder of how it is important to celebrate. Give everyone a chance. Celebrate the good moments with them.
Jason McElwain was at practice today doing what he does every day. As a student assistant, he helps out the team. But all that changed on Wednesday night. That's when Coach Jim Johnson decided to give Jason his shot to suit up and play.
He said this is your senior present. This is your last chance to ever get out on the floor as a actual basketball player for that night.
Jason, or J-Mac as he is known, is medically diagnosed as highly functioning autistic. He's also loved by his teammates and fellow students. That's why they came to the game with his face on signs. And when he entered the game, they went crazy.
My emotions started running wild. I actually sat down and I started to tear up. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening.
Jason got in the game, took a pass, and took a shot. He missed badly.
First possession, he gets the ball. He shoots an air ball. He misses like by 6 feet. And I put my hands in my head. I'm like, please, Lord, just get him a basket.
1 minute later, he got his hoop. A three-pointer that set the gym on fire.
I was very excited. The team was excited. Everybody else was excited.
But J-Mac wasn't done. He kept shooting and kept hitting. Another three and another three.
I was on fire. It was hotter than a pistol.
When he was done, he had hit a team record tying 6 three-pointers. The crowd stormed the court and put Jason on their shoulders.
It was one of those special moments that, as an athletic director, if I retired today, this would be the one thing that I talked about forever.
Jason's playing career is done, but his celebrity continues at school.
Everybody, I was late to every single class. Everybody was saying congratulations.
So you got a superstar on your team now.
Yeah, he's like a celebrity in school. He's loving every bit of it, too. You see him smiling all the time.
In Rochester, New York, this is Mike Catalano reporting.
Sometimes it's worth giving the rookie a chance, huh?
He was just like the assistant. It was his one chance to actually give it a try. They were just hoping he'd even make one basket. And he set a record. This was over a decade ago. He's a grown man now. He's an adult. And it'll never be forgotten, all because they gave him a chance. And we need to go back to being like that. Like something has changed and people just need to take a breath. We should be empowering each other.
Not demonizing each other, calling them everybody Nazis and Hitler. It's disrespectful to Holocaust survivors too.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. That's just insane. And listen, with all the craziness we've seen over the last year or so, and all the protests and everything else, I did stumble upon a protest that was worthy of being put on here. A protest that perhaps, had I known that this was going to happen, I might have actually joined in and supported. Now, this is out of Tampa, Florida, so it would be a bit of a drive or a flight from here, but it's not far away, really, not that far. Maybe worth it if the organizers had let me know about it. But you can watch and let me know if you would have joined in this protest as well. I think some things in life are actually important, like the weather. You got to know if it's going to rain or not. Don't you hate when the weather forecast is totally wrong? You change your whole day, and
let's take a look.
Something needs to be done about it. This group finally did.
Said it was gonna rain. Look at me. I look like a fool now. All right, everybody start loading on. What do we want? Accurate weather. When do we want it? Now. Ball must fall. Ball must fall. Ball must fall. When do we want? Accurate weather. When do we want it? Now. Ball's a weather boy, not a weatherman. Ball's a weather boy, not a weatherman. Who are you sick of? The weatherman. Ball's a cloud. Ball's a cloud. Ball's a cloud. You said it was gonna rain. Look at me. I look like a fool now. Whether or not, here we come. Stop all the lies. I'm cooking like a fry. The humidity is much higher than expected, Paul. Rain, sleet, or snow. The weather's gotta go. We will be back and they will hear us.
Yeah, as if the weathermen are sorcerers. They just read off the notes that Noah provides them. Noah's the North.
No, I mean, I actually knew a meteorologist that when I was doing some guest appearances on an NBC affiliate in Texas, and the meteorologist was very fascinating to speak with, and it was very, there's a lot of work goes into it, but it is something that has a lot of variables, and you might give the wrong forecast more often than not. I used to always joke there's 2 jobs you can have, right? That you could be wrong most of the time, and no one's going to basically penalize you for it. One is being the weather person. And then the other one is picking stocks and being a stock analyst. So it is what it is.
Here you can actually be rewarded for being wrong, which is a whole other ball game.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, I think this protest was no less valid than some of the other weird protests that have come out in recent past. But at least I think if you were there at the weather station, you saw this outside, there I'd come out. I would have had to hug everybody in the crowd. It was funny. I'm sorry. That was really funny.
Yeah.
And good humored. Listen.
Yeah, it didn't hurt anybody or bother anybody. It was a good joke.
And listen, along the same lines of trying to inject some humor into the day, we've talked a lot of times about, how I certainly think that the Just for Laughs group up in Canada, in Quebec, especially Just for Laughs, the gags, pranks that are pulled all over the city for numerous years, those will go down in history, some of the funniest things. And I think that we need humor more than ever. Imagine being at the shopping mall, coming up the escalator, and having this happen to you. How would you react? And kudos.
That was really awesome.
I actually got really into it.
Yeah, embrace it, right?
And they pull these pranks they were doing this for years all over the city.
Smarter was an escalator because if it was stairs, people would turn around and run back down. But you can't really do that on an escalator.
Yeah, and that's true. It's also to be harder. And I guess like in life, the thing is when you find yourself in a situation, it's how you handle it. That's the most important.
Yeah, everything in life throws you lemons, turn it into lemonade. What other choice do you have?
And I guess that's true. What else? What other choice do you have? Sometimes you do have choices. You could say yes or no, and you look at an opportunity and judge it, but it may not be what it appears at first, right? So when people provide an offer to you, you may or may not understand the scope of the offer. Here's a prime example.
Hi, my friends and I are raising money for a charity. Can you do it?
Okay.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, let's get washing.
The sign did say topless car wash, and the old guys with the man boobs definitely were topless.
Yeah, they definitely were.
But listen, marketing is super important. We've talked about that in some of our other episodes, really, how marketing changes really perception, right? People will make a buying decision or what have you on how something is presented.
Mhm.
I think I found an extreme example. There's this company out of Korea, I think they're called Uzon, that found their sales dramatically increase because they decided to improve their packaging. And it is true, it's been said. I've looked at stuff and said, wow, that packaging is like very expensive packaging. And let's take a look at their success. This is a body wash. And by simply changing the packaging, it seems that their sales went through the roof. Tell me what you think.
Natural fresh lemon gel, 97% bamboo soothing gel, natural fresh carrot gel, and natural fresh cucumber gel. And for listeners, those are basically resembling the shapes of the products. So a little bit like a very stretched lemon, like a bamboo a stick, like a large carrot, and like a cucumber gel, but they also all very much look like dildos. So useful for the female audience, that's for sure.
So the packaging may have some other purpose as
Dual
well.
use, yeah.
And actually, these say hand cream on them. Actually, I don't even think these are body gels. It says soothing gel. I think the middle one was. The other ones say hand cream on them. Yeah, so packaging is important. Marketing is, I guess, an important thing. But I don't know how that would be taken here in the United States. But the Koreans may, I think, have a different level of tolerance for humor and so forth. But so do other countries. Again, there are a lot of funny ads out there that I think would never be allowed here.
Which is
Well,
stupid in its own right.
Yeah, but if you watch them, you just can't believe it. These are actual real ads. Here's another one. And you got to wait to the end to see what the ad's actually for.
Maman m'a dit que je peux.
Mom said I could.
Eh ben maman m'a dit que je peux.
My mom said I could. Saying in French.
Eh ben maman m'a dit que je peux. Maman dit que je peux. Maman dit que je peux. Maman, je peux mettre le chat dans la machine à laver? Oui. 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 Oui.
So for those who aren't reading the captions or don't understand French, the kid was going around doing all these different things, taking a chainsaw and cutting his chair in half in school and driving a car, getting into an airplane. And every time he was caught, he was like, my mom said I could. My mom said I could. And ultimately, you see him at the very end going to the bedroom with the door closed, asking his mom some question. Now you're the mom going, yes. And then the ad shows up for the condoms and it says pure pleasure. Again, crazy level of hilariousness against a French ad. I don't think that would fly over here.
Yeah.
But one country's television ad is our happy ending funny video today.
Yeah, that was great. Funny ad. Well done.
And words do matter. They do, and sometimes they can get you into trouble. Even when you get someone on your newscast that supposedly can foretell the future and know what the future holds for you. Here's a prime example.
We're joined now by the Oracle on everything, Kitty Flanagan. Now, Kitty, should I be worried about my job?
If you keep calling me Clitty, you should, yeah.
So I don't know if it's special powers that you could foretell the future, but yeah, if he doesn't watch what he says on live television, he could get himself in trouble with regards to his job. It's unknown. And you got to be careful what you wish for. That is true. In life, sometimes you're not really sure what direction to go, and you try to compromise. Compromise can potentially be a problem. Sometimes that's not the best choice. You should pick A or B, not A and B. But here's another example of that. Ever thought of getting another dog?
Always.
It's hard to choose which one, though, right? What kind?
The hardest choice.
I think I like this little guy.
I love this one.
You could always compromise and breed them together. Dobra Wawa. Know what I mean?
I've never seen a breed like this, nor have I. I don't know what to make of it, frankly. It's unsettling. It's disturbing to look at it directly. How did this dog get past regions? That's what I want to know.
I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you help these misunderstood animals?
I don't like the fact that it's looking this way. All right, that's it.
Save yourselves!
No Dobra Wawas for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the yappiness of a Chihuahua and the aggressiveness of a Chihuahua, which is usually harmless, with the large face of a Doberman is a little timid.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Again, picking A or B is sometimes better than, and I guess that is a message. Listen, you don't always have to agree with everything, but pick one and stick to it rather than trying to blur the lines and make some kind of watered down answer. And again, communication, as we've said, was the theme of the episode in large part, is important. And as we wrap up, sometimes it's hard when you're communicating with people that speak different languages. I grew up in Montreal, and the province Quebec is mostly French, and there are a lot of people who just speak French. So when you're traveling to Montreal or anywhere in Quebec, in fact, many parts in Canada, you might come across individuals that will communicate with you in what they believe is English.
Vous conduisez trop vite.
Do neither of you speak English?
I do. Your papers. We would like to eat your papers. Can you show me your party papers?
You want to see our party papers?
Party papers.
Oui.
Obviously...
No. I must apologize for me and my partner. We should not fight. To argue is nowhere to go through the life. I know. Do you know the key to life?
What's that?
The key to life is a penis in your asshole.
I beg your pardon, sir. I think you must be saying that wrong.
No. The key to life is a penis in your asshole.
I don't think you're saying what you mean to say.
Oh, oui. A penis, to smile, to be happy.
Oh, happiness. Honey, it's... Okay.
In your asshole.
That's...
No, not your asshole. Where you live. Your appartement, your domicile. Your house.
Household.
Ah!
The key to life is happiness in your household.
Oui, the key to life is a penis in your asshole.
I'm trying to tell her that.
What do you think I say?
Oh, I don't even want to tell you.
Yeah, maybe they'll get a kick out of it. Okay, well, we thought that you said that the key to life is a penis in your asshole.
Sacre bleu, no! You Americans think everyone wants to fuck you? No one wants to fuck you! Merde! Here is your party papers.
I thought Canadians were nice.
Listen to me.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and watch all our content, including episode 22 of the YoJoe Show podcast.